to go for it on fourth. And not just, they're not looking for the first down, they're looking for the touchdown.
I think Jefferson was thinking they were going to punt it, and their defense wasn't set up for it.
Well, Funtash got in there, and he closed in on Moses so quickly.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But, again, you're looking at Perry coming off of a huge win against Kirtland, and it's that type of play calling is how they get past those guys. These guys are sharp, and they are ready to go, and it looks like they are going for two here. Trying to make this a two-score ball game. He throws an absolute bullet in there. 2-point conversion, good.
Against the Tigers, so with 1 minute 58 seconds left to play here in the first quarter, the score, Boardman 7, Howland 6.
Dewan Moody, he lines up in the backfield alongside Tawan Tutwiler. That's Moody on the handoff. He escapes his first tackle. He crosses midfield. Still on the loose, 40, 35, 30. He's going to go 20, 10. Touchdown, Leopards. "48-yard scamper to the house for Dewan Moody. And we're tied at 6.
That was Tobias Domitrovich there on the pressure. Or Dimitrovic, sorry. Very long name. 2nd and 10 now at the 33. Hemning takes a snap, and the read option here, he keeps himself, and he's going to get the first down and more. Takes it across midfield, rushing toward the right sideline. He's going to be forced out of bounds, just short of the 30, it looks like.
The teams are going to have to study for against Leetonia in the coming weeks. Bunch to the right again. 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Brock takes the snap, looking, pressures on, throws it up, and that one is uncatchable and out of bounds. It's going to be 4th and 1. What do the Bears do? I think you got to go for it. Finley, the intended receiver. Decision time here for Coach Hendricks and his squad.
Haas back to throw, has time. Now he will be wrapped up in the backfield for a sack. That was number 40, Cameron Robinson.
Looked like he wanted to go to Andahar. Just hesitated for a second there, didn't get enough time.
Taking the snap, dropping back. Vaughn breaks out to his left, asking him to go long. Toss to Allen Hill, and it's an interception. Nicely played that time. Number 23 for St. Ignatius. That's Max Whitekey. As Whitekey comes through with the INT.
Our score here, 7-all. But Western Reserve is knocking on the doors of McDonald territory. We'll see what they draw up during the break. Back after this.
At the 5. Full field in front of them, but an INT and a...
By number 5, Carter Rapsick. Great job setting that edge, Nate, getting into the backfield. Of course, take off your headset right as I talk to you.
It's bad timing.
Normal as always.
I haven't taken it off the last couple times. I just didn't want to talk to you.
So that'll be a loss of 3 on the play. We'll bring up 3rd down and 13.
And that's kind of what I was talking about earlier, Quinn. Just really behind the chains now. They got to be able to make a big play instead of just chipping away at it like they probably would much prefer. But we'll see what they can do. They've had a couple opportunities through the air already tonight. Maybe see if we can get a look. Find out.
Coolies takes a snap. He's going to look for David Moore. He's going to roll. He's going to reverse the field. He's going to come back to the near side again.
He does get rid of it. That ball's
almost
dropped.
completed.
Would have been very short of the first down either way. That was
Would have been
around
an incredible
the 20.
catch, though.
Would have been a nice little toe tapper.
Now, maybe speed the game up here a little bit. Try to catch their defense off guard. Don't give them an opportunity to get set, get something in here quick, and then start to move the football down the field, Matt. All it takes sometimes is a play like that. You get a little bit of confidence as that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Something like that, get a little bit of confidence, and then you can start to move the football a little bit more.
And, yeah, now the timeout is going to
It's missed a couple times, and guess what? He is going to return it. It's about a 50-yard punt return there for Perry's Richards.
Rushing for Wellsville. That's a missed opportunity there. And the ball bounces. Watkins take it about the 37-yard line and makes a move. He's there. No, that's just where he caught the ball. So take the ball at the 40-yard line. Boy, it was a bad snap. I don't know why Wellsville didn't rush. They wanted people blocking, I guess, but
Chicken with the old yard spotter.
Yeah, this will be 1st and 10. So we got two drives now the Tigers have held.
Taylor, touchdown, Irish. And I was also about to say, Julian, if I would have told you before the game, hey, CJ Frasco is going to have 2 touchdowns before Christian Lynch has 2, what would you have told me?
I would have probably put some money.
On this young Tigers team.
Happy birthday to Alexis Crougy. She is 63 years old. Happy birthday, Alexis.
We got one wide on each side here. Kersey in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops back, looking. He's got pressure. He's going to air it out deep, but it looks like it's underthrown some. Watkins went up to get it. Boy, he almost had it. That would have been a big catch. It hit him in the hands, but
it was underthrown, but he came back to get it.
Yeah, if he had his defender beat, he had Sloan beat deep, but it was just a little underthrown. He came back for it. He did what he was supposed to do. He just didn't bring it in. So
can move the football.
2nd down and 5. And they run off tackle this time. Phillips. No gain on that carry.
The first indication was on the Beavers.
Waiting for the official call from our head referee. No official indication just yet, but they are bringing the football back, so. There it is, the holding on number 53. Cameron Barber was trying to block number 59, LaDanian Hanlon. Hanlon, the only one-way starter on the Potter defensive line. The other members of the defensive line.
Zone. It's recovered. Touchdown, Tigers. Who is that number? Who had that? Palasko.
Sievers the motion man, shotgun formation. Sievers the give, but nothing doing. Brought down by number 13, Michael Hardy, for a tackle for loss of about 5 back to the 25.
Hardy shot through that hole quickly. Broke that plate before he...
Dogs, great play by Noah McKay.
Yeah, he's coming off a shoulder injury. That's why he couldn't play the first few games.
So that's a little scary that he's lowering his shoulder right right into the defender. Maybe give it a. Hey, he gave it a few plays, right? Must be good.
Yeah, I think he's feeling all right.
Uriachi in the gun. He's looking at himself around the corner. Dives into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Uriachi on the quarterback keeper for the 3-yard scamper, Tim.
21 seconds to go here in the first. That kick is away. It's going to roll down the sidelines and out of bounds. Spotted at the 26 where the Rebels will take over. 1st and 10. 15.9 seconds to go.
Crestview ball. 1st and 10 from their own 26-yard line. 16 seconds remaining in the first quarter.
Each team scoring on their first possession of the game. 3 and out the following possession for each.
It'll be a touchdown. Brookfield Warriors, as they now lead 13-0, awaiting the extra point. What a run by Smith. What a run. Nice blocking by the Warriors line, which led for the 80-yard touchdown run by Smith. There you go. The kick is up and good. 14-0 Brookfield leads. What a run by.
We have much to be thankful for.
We'll be back for the second quarter at Liberty after this.
We shall taste one bite at a time.
3 seconds to snap the football. Down to 2, down to 1. And now the Beavers are going to have to burn their second timeout here in the first half. Both have been burned here in the first quarter. Last time due to personnel issues. This time due to miscommunication on the play clock. But Gary, that big gainer to Brock Sievers, that is just a momentum-killing play if you're East Liverpool.
Oh, backbreaker right there. They had all the momentum going in their favor, backing the Beavers up. And then coverage on that, he just, like I said, split the seam. He was wide open. And
South Range up 14-0. Garrettsville Garfield up 21-0 over LeBray. Western Reserve McDonald tied at 7.
Especially with Tristan, it's a little bit different than some of the quarterbacks they've had in the last few years. Gives him the option to run, throw, and like we talked about before, his athleticism and speed.
3-0 Niles over Hubbard. We'll get you more after this play. Hands off to, is that Aiden? Yeah, it was Aiden Dominguez for a little.
Oh, in the quarter. One more play for the Beavers. Klein looking to punch it in on the ground again. Beats a man on the edge. Beats another. Austin Klein. Third rushing touchdown of the game. And the Beavers making a statement here on their home turf.
Klein just kept the ball himself. Just waited for his blocking to take place in front of him. He just kept moving as far as he could to the outside. Hits the corner of the end zone. The Potters are reeling right now.
Kane's moving. Proctor and Hawkins in the backfield with English. Joey Carr, near side receiver. Broken play, and English hit quickly in that backfield, and he's dropped for a loss. DeJuan Moody on the stop. Loss of 4. It's going to set up 2nd and 14 for Crestview.
We just said we should not kick it to him.
Listen.
I believe this is the first time he's punted this year.
And the little roller takes a good South Range bounce.
Now this is where
So that's going to bring back, that was a big run there on first down. It's going to bring it back now to where they spot the ball.
Scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd down, and it looks like about
he gained 1
maybe
yard.
9.5. So
yeah. He gained half a yard pretty much. It's a gain, but not a very big one. Not what he was looking to get out of that.
Well, again, he didn't have somebody to throw to. That's what the idea was. A little bit of, well, some obviously really good coverage there by Struthers.
He had a bit of a lane, but then all of a sudden the defender just kind of came out of nowhere and hit him, and then next thing you know, he got dogpiled by 3.
Well, we're set up, and they have him out spread on the wings. McConaughey looking. He's got to stop. Now throws to the end zone. He's got it complete. Touchdown, Indians. So 19-yard passing touchdown there for Gerard.
Just need to run the ball. That's what's been successful.
He just started his first game last week at Capitol.
Yeah, playing at Capitol this year, absolutely. Down there, I believe, close to Columbus. And they're going to go outside, and guess what? It's number 44 again. He's downfield. See you later. 10-5 touchdown, 50-yard.
Got a piece of that or tripped up by his own guy, but he fell forward for a first down. And that's all they need to do right now is just move that ball.
Just chew the clock up.
With
South Range has already shown that they can hit big plays, so you don't want them to have the football, obviously.
No, I mean, they're a high-powered offense. You just want to, like you said, eat that clock and go. Easton with the handoff. Up the middle, maybe 2 yards. Be second and about 8.
Not a bad play. You got to keep punching that middle.
Going to be Morris in the backfield with Sanders.
Nope, they
They
got
make
speed.
plays.
They can make
Yep.
plays. So Columbiana's just going to have to keep United on their toes of the run-pass balance.
I like
You know?
I like that they went with the pass on first down.
Exactly,
Yep,
yep.
that was good. And then the run on second. Now it's 2nd and 7 for the Clips. Spidey gets the ball. He fakes it, turns, looks for Clancy. Cam catches it at the 40, and he's brought down at the 41 by Loudon Striffler of the Golden Eagles.
So now what you do if you're Columbiana, now Streifler's kind of biting up on that hitch a little bit, and he's going to bite up on the slant. So if you're Columbiana, you can hit him with a sluggo, or you can hit him with a hitch and go, and try, and hopefully he doesn't stay disciplined on that, and he jumps one of the two.
Little shovel pass. Very nice. Gain of about 20-ish yards. So, very big run by number 11. That'll be Caden Carilla. He's also the middle linebacker and a guard. So the fact they got him in the play, very nice. Very creative. Well, they have him in as a guard, but he's lining up more as a tight end. Be completed. Nice throw by the quarterback out to Davis yet again. Rankin to Davis. It's been a very deadly matchup here for
Crumbacher deep for the Raiders. Gillis waits the snap to boot it. Gets it. One step little boot. Brady calls for the fair catch. Secures it safe. We're going to be right back.
But not before let's get another first down to close out the first quarter here in Columbiana. So Clippers got something going for the first time all night on offense. We come back, they'll have the ball 1st and 10 on the United 47. But let's take a break right now. At the end of 1 here in Columbiana, it's United 10, Clippers nothing.
My guy keeps it 100.
So they're freshmen or they're new to football. So now we got X-line. Potts in the shotgun. He looks. He fires it over. He's got a guy wide open. He's got 2 guys there. He's going to be taken down at the 1-yard line. Nice job there by number 16. Clayton Kersey made the open field tackle on the 2-yard line. The try is no good, so that's first down, Wellsville.
Timmy West, Landon Hefner, stopped at the 1, Wellsville football.
Tigers stop the Indians again deep in Wellsville territory here. Nice job, nice tackle. I thought he was going to get in, but Kersey just able to bring him down. So that's first down,
Tackle
Wellsville.
made by number 16, Clayton Kersey. It's 1st and 10 Tigers.
So first down, Wellsville here. They really, I mean, get under center and into the fullback straight up the middle like
or
3 to
just
4
your
times.
quarterback, just put your head down, get 2 or 3 yards.
Just try to get something positive here. You're deep. You don't want any disasters happening.
Don't
you know?
fumble the snap here.
Yeah.
It'll be a run here for Smith, who had a big run before, and he does it again. What a run by Smith, his 2nd of the day.
Kersey under center takes a snap. He's just going to do just that. Push his head down. He didn't get much, though. He didn't get anything.
16, Clayton Kersey takes it himself.
Looked like some confusion there, too, on the formation. So that'll be 2nd down now.
Maybe half a yard, maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
So let's see what the Tigers do here. 8:28 to go here in this first half. Be second down and 10. No gain on
shotgun.
It's in the shotgun now. Takes us. Oh, it's a high snap, and that's
safety.
Oh boy, that's exactly what we didn't need. That's what we were afraid of. You know, just wanting to go under. That's the second time that's happened this season. You just can't do that.
Our angle just had a little bit of a disadvantage.
Yeah,
here. So
I
second
see
and
that,
goal,
yes.
1 yard to go here. They can just push it in if they want.
I think that's probably what they're going to do.
And there it goes, trying to sneak him in. He might have just been short here.
Bless you, Matt.
No, we all need a blessing sometimes, don't we? Might have been just short on that one, though. Yeah, they're
I
going to
didn't
say maybe
see
by a few inches.
symbols go up, the hand
No,
sign.
so that's a good stop there by the Indians. Even if I'm sneezing at an inopportune time, they're still able to make something. So, again, defense is holding up. They got to do it
They got to
one
do
more
it.
time.
Yeah, Gerard, they got to make that
At least
stop
twice, maybe.
2 more times.
If they decide to go for 2, which if you're this close, you'd expect. They're going to hand it off this time. 32 going in. Falls down. One signaling. Is the other going to signal?
Other ref not signaling yet.
And it looks like they are going to be giving a 1 yard touchdown to number 32 here. So hand it off. Right.
And goal. And whistles. And we're going to get delay a game. And that'll back the Eagles up again. So another tough penalty for Hake's troops. So the ball on the 19. This place is rumbling here in Latonia. The snap, Miller looks, firing left side, jump ball, and incomplete. Turnover on downs. They tried for that left side of the end zone, and another good defensive stand for Latonia. They were trying for Dixon, and they just couldn't get it to him. So now, with 8:18 to go before halftime, the Bears with a chance to tighten things up a bit. We saw them move the ball.
There for Green, as they're going to elect to punt it away. Nice spiraling punt that's going to drop down on the 34 but get taken at the 30. And going down the sideline is the return man. Cutting back at the 40. Shaking off a tackler. 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. Wow, Grandizio. Leo running it home. 65 yards for the score, 9-9.
Papish back to Washington on the handoff. Washington tries to get himself through with a bulldoze truck, but he only musters up about a yard on the carry, 2nd and 9.
Into the end zone for a touchback. Where Liberty will take over 1st and 10 at their 20-yard line. 7:27 to go until half. That drive nullified by an untimely penalty by Crestview, a holding call that brought back a Hawkins first down run, and it helped set up a punting situation. So on comes Tutwiler and the Liberty Leopards offense. Dajuan Moody, his 48-yard touchdown tied it at 6. He lines up in the backfield. We're going to get a delay of game on the offense.
So the ball should be here, 48-yard line. No, they're going to say it's between the 48 and the 47. Either way,
yeah,
it's
just
first
round it
down
up.
here. 47 was where they needed to be. Behind it,
Not quite in Wildcat territory, but they're close.
we'll say ball.
Here's the snap by Shingledecker. Erb will take it. And touchdown, Ian Erb. Jackson Milton, excuse me.
Plenty of daylight. That's Dwayne Moody. He's going to take it 85 yards for a Liberty Leopard touchdown.
Stuff the box a little bit more to stop the run. Middle Ridge does a great job getting single coverage on the out.
Kilbane back at the Ignatius 45, unloads it. A high punt, and it bounces at the 1, but into the end zone. Almost a perfect punt by Kilbane, but a wrong way bounce for the Ignatius kicker. Has it a touchback. Falcons will get it brought out to the 25. Pardon me, the 20. Falcons now will take over on offense. 5:41 to go in the half. Important to note.
Salvatore, the ball carrier, and into the end zone for the 5-yard Lakeside Dragons touchdown.
Just making sure.
How's that EOAC matchup going over there for you?
You know, the boys in blue are currently up 14-7. It's always a nice thing to see. We'll see how it goes. 3.5 to play here in the first half. 2nd and goal. Coolius in the shotgun pistol thingy with Kevin Timlin.
The shotgun pistol thingy.
Listen, you said flippy flips, so I got that. Timlin's going to get right down to the goal line, and he's going to score.
Heck of a push there. He ran into a bunch of traffic, kept those legs driving. That
On how to score offensive points. Rolling out of the pocket, evading the tackle. Vaughn calling for it. Splits the defense, still going. Got the blocker. He's past the 40. Towards the 50 and out of bounds. Deshaun Vaughn with a whale of a run. Gets the Falcons to midfield. Vaughn with the active feet, calling for blockers down the field. He got it, orchestrated a nice run into Ignatius territory.
And there it is.
That's exactly
quarterback keeper for a first down. He's on his feet. He never went down. He never went down. There's touchdowns. There's on the field. And the Lisbon players are looking and wondering what's going on. Right? They're still trying to decide. Nobody blew a whistle. You just not played to the whistle, or so we got a little confusion out here, folks. Soon as we get it figured out, we'll let you know. Altamore out on the field. Coach Dempster out on the field. Hands up. There was 2 hands up in the air signaling touchdown. But now they're spotting the ball, so no touchdown. First down for the Dogs, though.
So we're going to move the markers. And in reality, you never know. Depends on what he's passing. It might end up being a blessing. They might be able to just
eat up the time in the half. Hopefully they just delayed the inevitable there, though.
Can you hear me now?
Hand off to Lip again, up the middle. Dives forward for a gain of about 5 on the play. Bulldogs, you're getting
off of his feet. He loses balance, tried to slip out of it, tackled behind the lines. Flag coming in late. And we'll see who this is on. Might be on sportsmanlike conduct. I don't know which.
It's going to start pulling those DBs in a little bit. That's when you release Noah McKay and RJ May out there.
Okay, because it's already 35-0 there. Wow, Western Reserve, 20-7.
Quarterback keeper. Uh-oh, big tackle in the backfield by Hunter Daly. Big stop.
They do here. Looks like the offense is staying on the field. The clock is stopped because it was an official's timeout still. Actually, nope, never mind. Clock's running, my bad. 20 seconds. And they're really going to have to go quick here if they're trying to score.
Well, that's a real chess match between the Pavlinsky.
12 seconds now.
No score, almost halftime.
Now 8 seconds. They do have 2 timeouts left. And nope, they're not going to even try it. They're just going to take it to the locker room. That's going to do it for the first half.
Yeah, Stauffer. Yeah.
Stauffer.
You almost want to go away from him.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand, but odds on there. But 4 down territory here for the Dogs, it's got to be.
What
do you do? You can't kick it that far. You're not going to punt it. So bunch receiver to the left. Urialchi capes it. Here comes
that far side.
English on the quarterback keeper.
Keyshawn Mitchell on the stop. It's going to come up with 3rd and 9. Crestview's going to take a timeout and talk about it. We'll take
so somebody just
and now this is really big for East Palestine. I mean, you need to get a stop because they could go to that 21-7 position if Lisbon gets a score.
passes it across to the tight end, number 85 there.
Falcons on the 12, so they can still get a first down at the 2. So not first and goal set up yet. But in the red zone nonetheless, Fitch. DeAndre Richard, the back out with Vaughn in the backfield on his right hip. Single receiver to Vaughn's right, trips to his left. Vaughn takes the snap, looks to his right, scans back to the left, toss to the corner. It's out of play and out of bounds. Intended for Allen Hill. Incompletion, second down now for Fitch.
Soltis was able to find the hole and pick up the first down. So now we're going to do it all over again. 1st and 10, ball at the 41-yard line. Foss Peters, man in motion. And we're going to get a false start here on Grand Valley, and that's going to back them up.
Antoine Gardner. Hubbard in a tough position now.
2nd and 8, a direct snap to Gardner, and Gardner is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage and brought down. Looks like Bowser, along with Garland Warren, there to make the play.
Faking on the ground game. Vaughn rolls out to his right. Perfect strike down the middle. Brady Evans reaching for the end zone. He got it for the touchdown. Brady Evans comes through with the first points of the game. And
you have to think Niles definitely going to want to go up by 3 possessions going into the break. But it seems like 10 points would be like 100 to the Eagles right now.
Give to Gardner, bounces it towards the outside. Gardner looking for the end zone. He does, but he's going to be brought down just shy of that line to gain. Pushed out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And a terrific bounce out that time by Gardner. He was going to be brought.
He's going to get another block from Jerry Schultz, and Foss Peters is going to be tackled at about the 6-yard line. Had Jerry Schultz kept running upfield blocking for Foss Peters.
Dragons have 4 opportunities for Gardner to punch this one in, and you have to think they're giving it to him all 4 times.
Budak keeps it himself this time, and he walks into the end zone for the score. Lit up as he crossed the goal line by Rome Odom. But it's going to be
Peters' touchdown that was ultimately brought back. But He did score the first touchdown of the game for Grand Valley. Foss Peters did on an 8-yard rushing play where Bobby Rogers completed the 2-point conversion for Grand Valley. And it's going to be a handoff to number 22,
that was
Connor Sullivan. And that's going to be his first touchdown of the year. That's going to be a 5-yard rushing touchdown for number 22, Connor Sullivan. And now, since this ball game is officially over 30 points, the new Ohio clock rule is going to come into effect. So we are going to have a rolling clock.
Way wide. He's got some room to work. Puts his head down. He's out of bounds at about the 5-yard line.
He's going to go way outside, down to the 5.
So he's out of bounds. That stops the clock at 24 seconds.
It looks like Andrew Brown's in the backfield. Play action, roll out right. And that's caught for a touchdown. Amazing catch and throw by the Bulldogs. And do your push-ups. Boom Gillis with a big boom there for the Bulldogs. Gets the Bulldogs on the board with 1:58 remaining in the.
One more time here.
I'm telling my quarterback throw it away if he's got pressure. Takes a snap, drops back, looking. He fires it in the end zone. He's got a man. It's bounced up in the air. And, oh, boy.
I think 4 people could have caught that.
Alex Bess had it in his hands, and so did a couple defenders, and he dropped it. He had it, though. It was a nice little play.
It hit a Wellsville guy hands first and 2 Southern guys. And
– 29-yard line. It's 32-0 Ursuline here. Ball handed up the middle. And still going. And off, running, breaking tackles, chasing him down is Liason. And he will get him down at the 12-yard line, but not before a big run from Thomas Davis. And he broke a number of Irish tackles, moving it to the 12-yard line.
First half, Southern up 15-0 on Wellsville, but Wellsville at the 6-yard line, 3rd and 6. Cannot get a first down. 3rd and goal from the 6, I should say.
Clock's running. They get set. Snapped. Hands it off. Looking for an edge, and Davis gobbled up. Does not go anywhere. He maybe got to the 10-yard line. They're going to give him the 10. It's going to be 3rd and 8. This is clearly 4-down territory for the Golden Bears. Field goals don't help you at this point. You're down 32-0. You need touchdowns and quickly.
Right, touchdowns are going to save you in this game. Touchdowns has to win you a game against an Ursuline team.
Yeah, you're not going to win by kicking field goals all game, and most games, but especially against a team like Ursuline, as you just mentioned, Julian. And the running back went the wrong way as Blackman turned one way. Davis went the other, and that ball.
Rourke, a handoff to Santafonte. He's in. Santafonte with the touchdown there.
I don't know how much room. Boy, couldn't really see what was going on down there. He gets down to about the 3-yard line. So it's going to be 4th down and goal, and Wellsville timeout with 10 seconds to go here in this first half.
Slant, what are you looking for here from the Golden Bears?
Really, it looks like a man-to-man matchup in the trips formation right now. So I'm looking for crossing routes. You know, that definitely kills it.
And they're going to blow this play dead. And Ursuline took a timeout before the play. Maybe if you're
As number 14, Jacob Thomas is in at quarterback right now for the Bison. Shotgun formation, 4 receiver set, immediately rolls left, and he's got plenty of room. And
he's got grass.
He's got open lane, and he's going to walk this in. 10-5, touchdown. That's Jacob Thomas. That is an 80-yard run, ladies and gentlemen.
This is when you say, what's the best play we run at practice all week?
It's not the Statue of Liberty, Jason. So
if it ain't the Statue of Liberty, then it's the Music City Miracle.
All right, so let's see what we have in store here. Kersey's under center. Too wide to the right.
Probably going to roll out.
Takes a snap, and it's a pitch off to Watkins. He's out to the right, puts his head down. He's pushing forward. Does he get in?
See his touchdown.
He's in. Touchdown, Tigers.
4 seconds remaining here in the first half.
Big play for Wellsville's junior Terrell Watkins. He wheeled himself in there.
He put his head down. He's had a huge first half for Wellsville.
Here at the half.
So Watkins with the touchdown. It's a big touchdown.
Rourke, a handoff to Centofanti. He's in.
Centofanti with the touchdown there. A nice 5-yard run.
His first touchdown of the evening. The Tigers' 6th. And that just caps off what was an incredible first half for Sean Guerrero and his boys. Extra point.
And you're listening in here on the Audible Call on YSN, brought to you by the WRS Wealth Advisors. Lots of good games, some blowouts, some teams getting some reality checks here in week 4 of the season. But how about the Battle of 224, Anthony? No score, late in the first half. I mean, you can't beat this game.
You kind of saw it coming because both teams are so physical. You kind of felt like it might be a grudge match, and so far it is. And
grudge match, and I'll use this. There's no brotherly love in this one right now.
No, they're not playing in Philadelphia.
I mean, Tom and Mike they're probably just looking at each other like, wow. Each team is so well prepared for, so we'll see how this flies late in the first half. So
it's an important game for Canfield. You do not want to go 1-3.
No.
To start the season.
No. But boy, what a win it would be for Poland to get to 4-0, and this is just an absolute chess match. Poor Jefferson, Perry all over them. The Beaver local game, it's been all Beavers in that one. They're up 29-7, I believe, on East Liverpool.
Speaking of good games, we just popped in on Middle Ridge Jackson Milton 13-7 right now. A defensive battle too.
That one's a good game. The Camel Newton Falls, good game. I believe it's 14-7 there.
Lakeview is sticking around with South Range. We just had a really big pass a couple of minutes ago.
It's
on
been
their
all nows up at Bo Ryan Stadium tonight. They lead Hubbard 24-0. And another really good game happening in Austintown. Fitch leading Cleveland St. Ignatius 7-0 in the second quarter. Boardman, I think they are up 14-7 or 14-6 on Howland right now. That's late in the first half. So
this Camel game's about to get really interesting because it looks like Newton Falls is down near the goal line, down by 7.
Yeah. So very
timeout, of course.
There. Just trying to float around as many games as we can.
Newton
we
Falls.
do want to apologize. The one game we are having some trouble in is the Edgewood-Hawken game. It's pixelated. They're just having an internet problem up there, so we do apologize for that one.
Do you think maybe Edgewood fans did that on purpose because they don't want people to see what's going on down there?
Well, yeah, but they were down 29-0 in that game, and all of a sudden it's 29-12, and they were driving. Pulling end of the first half to take the lead. How about that? We're going to put that one up. Did we see it?
It's up right now. They're leaving the field.
Okay. That is a field goal to give Poland a 3-0 lead at the half. And I believe that was 39
a long field goal.
yards.
Yeah, it was a long field goal.
So it's been all Valley Christians so far down in Latonia as they lead the Bears. Pretty good game over in East Palestine tonight. At the half, Lisbon's up 14-7 on the Bulldogs, so that one's taken pretty good shape. It's been pretty good. At the half, I can tell you Western Reserve up 20-7 on McDonald, and it's been all Springfield local against Waterloo tonight. That game, 42-0 at the half. So we've been there a couple times. If you want to watch that one, folks,
ysnlive.com/live.
That's where you go to watch that game in the second half. We probably will not be back to that one because it's all Tigers. But here on the Audible Call, we'll try and keep you all the games that are very interesting at this point. Like I said, that Camel Newton Falls game, 14-7 right now. So some pretty good games out there. We like it the way it is. Also to have Southern leads Wellsville 15-7.
Touchdown Newton Falls.
So you got to like that. And just like that, the Tigers answer Camel after they'd scored 2 straight touchdowns. Pending the extra point, that one could be tied going into halftime. Now, the big thing is here, we'll hit some games, but we will show you the other important part of the game. We got bands coming up. We will take some time, show you a couple bands, maybe 3 tonight if we can work them in, Anthony. Let's make sure we get the bands on for folks to see. Those kids work just as hard as the football players, and we want to make sure we get those on for you to see here on the Audible Call. So B and Chase, they're over here. They're digging in the scoreboard, yelling out games, screaming Omaha. Chase said, when do we eat? And I said, sometime soon. It'll be okay.
We'll be right back. Some performances from the marching bands from these 2 schools. Don't go anywhere. It's high school football, YSN Live.
As you know, being able to have success on the football field.
First down.
Being down a score with 1:14 to go, we'll see what happens here. But that's my guess. I've been wrong before. Don't bet on me, Steve.
Yeah, and they will punt it away, and it'll be a short boot, and it'll be back in Mineral Ridge territory, and it'll roll out of bounds inside the 30-yard line, and Mineral Ridge will take over like at about the 29-yard line for a first down.
What do you know, Steve? A squirrel finds a nut every now and then. I called one right there. A little pooch kick with the formation there. They're going to set up about the 34-yard line. Similar to what Mineral Ridge tried to do early in the game when they had the debacle there and kicked it into the lineman. They didn't have enough push from the Ridge line back then, and they kicked it right into the line. They've recovered from that for a 1-score lead here.
And a great halftime performance there from McDonald's marching band. About 5 minutes to go from the start of the second half. We're going to take another quick commercial break here, as you just saw. Western Reserve retook the field. McDonald's coming back out now. Both teams going to get stretched out for a few minutes, but we'll be back for the second half kickoff after this.
Change. This one word can make you break out in a cold sweat.
As Tom, will be a first down.
Steve,
for Mineral Ridge.
I'm 2 for 2 now. I'm on a hot streak. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Setting up at about the 48. That gives them a little bit more wiggle room to do some things. Trips to the right, single coverage to the left. That's safety once again favoring that side of the field.
Herb takes the snap, and then he will throw it downfield, intended for no. And it is picked off by Jackson Milton at about the 25. It'll be picked off by Caden Mitchell, and he'll take it to about the 35, and he'll be brought down in their own territory at.
under the direction of Mrs. Marla Dahl, our 2023 flag line fast forwards our mix to 2004 with a hit by Britney Spears. Here's Toxic. The final track on our mixtape is from one of the most successful rock bands of all time. This takes us all the way back to 1981 and offers some great advice for all of us. Here's Journey's Don't Stop Believin', and feel free to sing along.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens. On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
On Moody, he takes it out to the 30-yard line where Liberty will take over 1st and 10.
And you're listening, getting to see a good game here. Liberty, Crestview, 14-7, second half action there. This is the Audible Call. I'm Mike Ackelson. Anthony Hartwig here with me, riding the hot seat, and then Eric over there. He's just zipping game to game to game. Chase and Beer over here, they're calling out games. They're getting the scoreboard all decked out for you. That is one fancy scoreboard we got here at YSN. So
Brought to you by Burnett Pools, Hot Tubs, and Spas.
See? I knew he would get that in there at least one time.
We get the plugs in, Mike.
Can't beat that. Some games that if you want to watch, you're going to have to go to ysn.com/live. We're not going to go back to Edgewood Hawk, and that one, along with Garrettsville, LeBray, Jefferson Perry, Lakeside Orange, Ursuline East, Waterloo Springfield, pretty much one-sided. So we're going to try and stay with some of the tight games that we have here in the second half. Let's go out to Chris Ziegler. He's got the call of that game in Liberty between.
We hopped in really quick for Niles because they were having a killer late today with their band.
Okay.
So we wanted
That's
to
all
see
right.
that
Audible
real quick.
Call. We're allowed to do that.
We didn't know what was going on. We wanted to see that real quick, but we'll hop back to Chris Ziegler and Liberty Crestview
We're
right
allowed
now.
to make audible calls. It's fine. But you didn't yell Omaha.
No, I didn't. That's my bad.
Oh,
I'm not a Broncos fan. What can I say?
He did that with the Colts before he did it.
DeJuan Moody lines up alongside Tutwiler in the backfield. Tutwiler's going to keep it himself on the quarterback draw. He's met by that D-line, and they're going to give him the forward progress out to the 40-yard line. And that should be enough for the first down. And it is. So Liberty 1st and 10 at the 40. Tutwiler and Moody in the backfield. 3 wide receivers. Fakes to Moody, keeps it up the middle, and he's tackled at the 41. Good shoestring tackle by Caden McElhaney. Second and 8 for Liberty.
But yeah, my guess is probably 4-down territory, especially at this spot on the field.
Taking a little time to get this play developed here. Hinchcliffe up the middle. tackled in the back, or just as he crosses the line. Gain of about 2 or 3, so they're going for it there.
They're bringing in a few other players. Let's see. Might have that kicker in there.
Now, he's got first down on the marker over there? What's going on?
It's not a first down.
Fourth down.
Because it was a first and goal.
Okay,
so
fourth down.
Be.
Okay, there we go. Just
They're
making sure.
They're going to put it on the foot of the kicker unless it's going to be a fake.
29-yard attempt here.
Go. Kick is going to go out of bounds. It'll be a penalty. That will be great starting field possession here for the Warriors. The Warriors now take over at their own 35-yard line after that kick out of bounds. So it'll be Smith in the backfield here. There'll be a handoff to number 1. Big run to start off this half. Davis on that run. Wow, what a play. So after that gain of about 15 yards, it'll be on midfield. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Be Rankin and Smith back there as Davis lines up outside. Be Smith with the carry. Again, about 7 for Smith. So, ball at the 43-yard line now. Gain of 7 for Smith.
14-7, just started the second half. Bulldogs with a 3rd and 8. Gillis calls for the snap, looks to pass. Valentine's on his tail. Little shovel pass. It's going to be incomplete. It's going to bring up 4th and 8.
And South Range blitz on the outside. The back in the backfield did a good job staying at home, recognizing it. Was able to keep Gillis upright on that blitz. Gillis, just being an athlete, rolled it to the outside, tried to make a play there.
Bulldogs come out in punt formation. Krumbacher deep for the Raiders. Gillis stays with the punting duties. Gets the snap, loses it a little bit, and now the Raiders are going to tackle him on the 19, and the Raiders are set up beautiful in the red zone. Going in to score. That couldn't have got, I mean, the only thing that could have happened worse there was that go for 6 the other way.
Yeah.
Yep. But
Watkins with another tackle for loss. That's like his 3rd or 4th one tonight. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 7.
It'll be a hand off to Carilla. Nice run by Carilla. Tackled by number 11 and 25 for Champion.
Very fortunate that ball wasn't given back right there.
It's out there.
I was looking for a holding call on the edge here.
I tell you, it looked like somebody was blocked in the back there, but that's a touchdown there. That's how many yard? That was a 46-yard run by Landon Hefner there.
46-yard touchdown run, Landon Hefner.
Not what the Tigers wanted. You can't have a turnover and then a huge run like that. Yeah,
you had the momentum coming in here.
Ewert with the handoff. Makes a few moves, and gets really close, and he fumbles in the end zone. And he's going to call him down.
And that's where South Range has had their success in this. The majority of their yards have been up the middle, and mainly on that trap play.
Ball's on the 1 yard line. Raiders super close. Ewert reaching it out there. Very dangerous because if he loses the ball there, it could be Lakeview's ball going the other way.
Pass, and it's going to be a fumble. Champions just kind of stopped running. It's going to be a loss of yards. Maybe.
Obviously, your knee can't be down like they called Blake there.
Toy moves Blake to sidecar left. Toy comes under, look for a sneak. Sneak, and Toy pushes in there, and it looks like he's in. Waiting from the call, and he's in. Touchdown Raiders. Raiders capitalize on the Lakeview mistake and make it 20-7.
So Rankin thrown over the center and overthrows his targets. It's going to be a 4th down and 17 from the Flashers' 27-yard line. See if they try a field goal here or I don't know what they're going to do.
I don't know how close you're going to get to the goal line again.
Looks like you have to hope Hubbard can get something going. If they score here, maybe they come out.
Give to Warren, nice cut, and Garland Warren is lit up by Antoine Gardner as he crosses that 5-yard line. Sorry, Zach, go ahead.
I lost my train of thought.
Oh, okay. Right. Garland, a beautiful cutback that time. One of the linebackers came downhill, found the hole, but Garland Warren planted that right foot, cut it back towards the middle, was able to pick up a 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal, ball resting on the 5-yard line.
I believe that's the 2nd 1st down for Hubbard all game so far.
Give to Warren once more. Warren thrown forward, and he's going to be even closer. Ball should be marked down at the 2-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hubbard should keep running out with Garland Warren. He's been able to find the holes up the middle.
So about 8 minutes, 27 seconds left.
They love to keep it themselves. Here's Owens in motion. Sorry, that's Cheney. Hackwater fakes it, tries to go up the middle, but he's stuck.
37-yarder, maybe 40-yarder. Decently long kick. So Rankin here in the backfield, obvious pass situation. I have a feeling he's going to look for Davis, and he gets blown by. Touchdown, Warriors on 4th and 17. What a throw.
4-down territory, but I would have to think so. Owens and Warren stand in the backfield. Not really sure what side to go to. Now they'll split. Hackwater tries for the hard count. Give to Warren going up the middle. Garland Warren runs into the line. Nowhere to run that time. The Niles defensive front able to stand Hubbard straight up. And it looks like they're going to keep the offense out there, and why not?
I think you have to keep the offense out there. I mean, if you turn the ball over on downs, you give Niles pretty poor field position. But, I mean, looking at what they were able to do with less than 5 minutes remaining in the second half, I don't think it really matters where Niles starts with the ball. It looks like Antoine Gardner is going to lead them all the way down to the end zone every drive.
Now, you're not going to win this game with field goals. Split backfield, it's Warren and Odom. Hackwater will take the snap, wants to keep it himself, plants the foot. Hackwater reaching for the goal line, and he crosses into the end zone for the score. Alex Hackwater finds pay dirt from just 2 yards out, and the Eagles put some points.
A lot of choices in the playbook when it's like this. You're staying on schedule on offense, manageable downs and distance. This is what a coach likes to see. 2 receivers near side. Tutwiler in the gun. He fakes the handoff. Quick throw. That's Moody. Moody, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. DeJuan Moody from Tutwiler.
Not yet. Coolius in the shotgun pistol thing hands it off to Timlin.
That ain't even the same formation.
Listen, I don't know what that one is. I can't figure out the pistol. I'm not going to figure that one out. Timlin's going to run to the near side. He's going to get wrapped up by Carter Rapsack and taken down for a loss of about one.
Let's just start calling random formations. That could have been
I don't know what that
a
is.
wing T.
Like, legitimately, I don't know what that one's called.
Power eye.
I'll go with the pistol on the other one. That one,
It was very
you've got
much
me
not
beat
power
on
eye.
that one. No, that is not a power eye.
I just wanted to start calling stuff and see how
All
many
right.
we could come up with.
Genius broadcaster, what do you got for me? What is this?
It's the Quinn pistol shotgun
thingy. That's what I thought. Coolius almost got Falls to jump off sides again. Doesn't.
Going to make an adjustment based on that pressure. It looks like Falls might come out of it.
Coolius looking far side for Aiden Vasquez, and that's going to be in and out of his hands at about the 30-yard line. Bringing up 3rd down and 11 now for the Red Devil offense.
Be intent. Yeah, I mean, try to set up the screen once again, but Columbiana haven't seen. I don't think they've seen enough, done enough this year with the screen pass.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you saw last week. Look how Western Reserve set those screens up. Henning would kind of roll back real far. That offense line would sit there, and then they would release right there.
Right.
I mean, the offensive line just kind of lets. I believe it was number 64 in that situation. Logan Wood just straight through the line.
Mm-hmm. So the Clippers will be punting.
Radcliffe.
No, that's got to be. It is Radcliffe punting. And Radcliffe gets off a nice punt. It's going to be a fair catch by United, but it's dropped by Newbern, but he falls on it at the 24-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for United at their own 24. We were surprised to see Radcliffe back there because Pruitt had been punting. He's the number 1 punter in the conference, averaging 40 yards a kick.
By Moore pulling that in.
A little bit of a hurry-up action here from the Red Devils. Coach King wants to turn up the tempo. And we're going to get a still going, 16.
They are going to finally blow that one dead.
Incredible run there, Nate, by
it's a good fight.
Number 5, the senior, Mike Massaros. Coleus gets the troops back to the line.
Cameron was
hurry up.
Cameron was leading him halfway to the end zone there, Quinn. He didn't keep up with it.
Sometimes the camera work's just not there. Handoff to Timlin, I believe. He's going to spin, twist, turn, and get taken down right about the line of scrimmage.
Three guys behind him just pushing him. They're all just going to push and push and push. And the Eagles perfected it last year.
Yeah, they did.
And now you start seeing it. You know, you see it a lot in high school now. You're seeing it a lot in college of what they did. And a lot of teams are having trouble stopping that in the short yardage situation.
That was 5 yards they gained on that one. That's Courtney just stays in the about 5 yards back. Lets Ogilvie do the work. Here's Courtney rolling to his left, looking downfield, turns his shoulders, fires complete to Parker Newbern. Newbern at the 39-yard line, finally brought down back at the 40.
Man in motion. That's Massaros. Takes the snap. The give is now to Kevin Timlin, who's going to hit the seam and get to.
Looks like he'll have enough for the first down. Not a huge play, but kind of like we talked about earlier because they've been able to stay ahead of the chains a little bit. They'll pick up a first down from about the 13-yard line.
6.5 to play in the third quarter. Tied at 14. We're going to have an
additional
timeout by Newton Falls on this one. So we're going to take it.
Here's Courtney, but the whistle blows before Courtney can do anything. Let's see. We got illegal motion on United. So the ball will kick back 5 yards, be placed on the 45-yard line of the Clippers. First down still for the Eagles. But 1st and 15 now.
Back here live on the Audible Call on YSN. I'm Mike Ackelson, and just like that, in what's been a great ball game up in Poland, Canfield strikes in the second half. Great long run to set up this touchdown run, and just like that, the Cardinals take the lead 6-3, Anthony.
They were pinned way back inside their own 5, and they had to run all the way down to maybe like the 20 or 15-yard line, and they were able to finish that drive with the first touchdown of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Battle of the Lansky's, maybe that offense opens up a little bit in the second half here, but it's a 7-6 ball game. I believe they made the extra
preseason
point,
in high
so
school. We don't want to upset
yeah,
anybody
lots
or
of good
start
action.
saying
And
stuff that we might.
Heading off to more games here with listening to our announcers here on the Audible Call on YSN. Don't forget, coming up after all the games are done, we're not done yet. We go to the Joe Dickey Electric Scoreboard, and we'll have all the scores for you. Hopefully we'll have some of the guys calling in, talking about their games tonight. And we got a dandy of a game up in Girard.
And I think that was a big play, Tutty.
Ball game, so.
Not anymore. Did he drop it? He dropped it. Oh. Well, he's playing at Arrowhead, so he must have the dropsies like the Chiefs did last night.
Oh, had to dig that one in there on you, didn't you? Hey, at least you're making fun of
I'm
yourself.
self-deprecating.
So. All right. Well, hey, we're in Girard, so let's go live to Girard and listen to our crew up there.
Hudak takes the snap. Gardner running out, throws over the middle, but he throws it short, and it's a good thing he did. Because if he threw it on the line, Rome Odom would have had it, and I think he would have walked into the end zone for the score. So Hubbard going to force a 3-and-out here on the opening drive for the Red Dragons. They did that to start the ball game. It was back-to-back 3-and-outs before short fields on their next 2 possessions resulted in points for the Red Dragons. On to punt it away, it will be Coots. Split return men here, Songer and Cheney. We'll see if the Eagles try to apply some pressure. Low snap. Coots able to get it away. It's a short punt. Cheney calls for the fair catch, and he's contacted after, but not enough for a penalty flag. Good no call there. If they would have thrown that, I would have been upset.
Hubbard able to get a stop once again after those first 2 3-and-outs. They were unable to really stop this Niles offense at all, but now able to force a 3-and-out, get your offense back on the field after being able to score that touchdown. You have pretty good field position, and
keep them legs turning. And he took a lick. I mean, you see him kind of how he's walking right now with that
bent over
a little
yeah.
bit.
I didn't.
Yes. In whatever formation you want to call it, rolling out to the near side. He's got Massaros, Nate. He's got a chance, and he's going to score.
Boy, after that stadium PA announcer call, I don't even.
And Kean Hartley over there as well, out of bounds, extending his best wishes to Mr. Courtney, I'm sure. 5:55 to go here in the third quarter. 10-3 still United, but the Eagles on the move.
They just going to the outside.
Yep, they're
really. They're going to the boundary. They're not even going to the field.
Getting out as quick as they can. Milburn in motion. The ball goes to Ogilvy right off A-gap there on the right side. And Ogilvy is down over the 20, down to about the 18-yard line. And as the pile reveals itself, I think we'll find Kean Hartley was in the middle of that, along with Jason Martin. So it's another first down for United, though. 1st and 10, the ball on the 18-yard line. And Luke Courtney sending Ogilvy from left to the right wing. Now putting Dan Milburn in motion. He gets the ball, gives it to Milburn around the right side. Dan picks up 5, 6, 7 yards before he's driven out of bounds. Craig Witherow over there for the Clippers, along with Bryce Eben, Parker Bush there as well. But Milburn picks up a solid 8 yards, making it 2nd and 2 now for United.
United put together a nice drive here. Just methodical, not trying to get it all in one play here.
No, just chewing up yards. But you're right, everything's been on the outside. Any kind of big yardage they've got, it's all coming the outside. Here's Courtney around the right end now, and Courtney takes head on, but still picks up 5 or 6 yards. Let's see if that Cameron Clancy.
Look this, he's following his blockers. He's way to the outside, and he's going to be in the end zone. Touchdown. That's a 31-yard touchdown run by Hefner.
It's the same play I believe they scored on the last run he had, just running up to the outside.
Dealing with a lower leg issue. 4:40 to go here, third quarter. First and goal for the Eagles. Courtney takes the ball again, tucks it in around the right side. He's down and in the end zone. Touchdown, United. Luke Courtney, his second touchdown run of the night. This one a 3-yarder. And United up 16-3 pending the Courtney extra point.
Just a nice drive there by United. They really, once they found out that jet sweep to the boundary was working, they just kept going back.
They kept going there.
A little different looks, fake jet sweep. Then we got a jet sweep. Now we got a quarterback power going over there. And Columbiana just no answer here. As you get to stop there in that situation. Columbiana, got a chance to go down the field and tie this ball game up.
And Courtney sends that extra point almost to Salem. The 17th point for.
Clock's rolling. Raiders are making substitution on the D-line. Gillis, great read there. Got the first down. Bulldogs are now in the red zone.
That line's just wearing them down.
Yep. Handoff to Toth. Toth bumbles and rumbles for a few yards.
And that's not a bad run. He gained 3 yards there.
No.
You're forcing those linebackers to stay in the middle, so when Grillis does keep it and goes off tackle or to the outside, it's 1 or 2 less guys you got to contend with.
Raiders student section getting loud now.
If you can get 3 yards up the middle, your defense has to make an adjustment.
Yep.
You cannot survive giving that up as a defense.
Calls Paris in motion. Gillis pulls it. And gets another 2 yards, 3 yards again. It's going to be third down.
5.
And they're in hurry up again. 3rd and 5, and they're hurry up. Last time they went hurry up, a little miscue and a little pop pass here to 40. Newton for a touchdown. And the Bulldogs are right back into it. Screw what I say. Bulldogs get on the board, and they make it a 1-score game, 21-13. I mean, they went hurry up last time. They tried to do that little counter, fumbled it. They faked it and did a little pop pass, a beautiful play. Newton, the fullback, sneaked out of there, caught it, touchdown, Bulldogs.
The plus for them going hurry up is, South Range rotates a lot of guys in and out based off the field position, and that doesn't allow South Range to make personnel changes.
2 set. Give to Garland Warren, looking to go right up the middle. He's met in the hole, shakes off one man. Warren still on his feet. Helmet ripped off late there. And I tell you, if you're a ball carrier, your helmet usually doesn't fall off on its own.
Looks like we got an injured Red Dragon. It's a good thing seeing Garland Warren back out there for the Eagles. Kind of looked like a scary injury for them, for him as well.
And he's limping off the field once more. 3:42 left in the third quarter of play. The injured Red Dragon down. We'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. More high school football when we return.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife. Create memorable family moments. Experience history, heritage, and park programs. Explore scenic landscapes. Take time to relax and be well. Connect with nature and each other. Come see what's new at Mill Creek Metro.
Is tackled on the play by number 50. That's Tyler Thomas of the Red Devil defense. Another methodical drive here, Nate, this time from Newton Falls, as they're just moving down the field with ease as well. Howard looking to pass. He's got had a man actually, kind of made a play on it late.
I thought he was going to go up and get it, honestly.
Quite impressive
like
there
to
adjust and get up there. As there were two.
It's a give to him, trying to go to the outside now. Hackwater kept it himself. And he's brought down for a loss of maybe half a yard that time. Read that one. Should have been a give to Owens. Hackwater tried to call his own number.
I feel like I'm watching the Dallas Cowboys defense.
That's fair.
Gotta love it. Trips to the far side. Howard looking. Has his man. That's going to be a close to the first down again.
Flag down on the play, Quinn. Wondering.
Niles kind of reading it like a book.
2-by-2 set. Play clock down to 7 seconds. Gardner, the lone high safety. They're going to roll far side. Hackwater looking to keep it himself. Reaches for that first down marker, and he's got it. He was rushed out of bounds by Xavier Bradley, junior linebacker. But Hackwater able to pick up the first down with his legs. It was supposed to be a designed pass, but Hackwater saw the edge, and he took it. 2:48 left in the third quarter. Eagles needing to score on really every drive from this point. Try and get back into this ball game.
Their defense also going to have to find a way to shut down Gardner and Coots offensively.
Hackwater, the give to Hosmahalis. Hosmahalis looking to bounce it. Being chased down by Antoine Gardner.
Tommy Kilbane. Snap down, kick is up, and it is through. We're even at 7 apiece. A pick 6 defensively by the Wildcats have tied this game up as White Key comes up with a huge defensive play. The yards to follow. And
Don't help me now. Let me just keep rolling, I suppose. Back up 5 more yards. It's going to be 3rd and 24.
Doesn't really count as a receiver. Hackwater will take the snap, looks far side, pulls it down now, rolls that way. Hackwater just throws it late, and it's going to be intercepted in the end zone. A bad decision by Alex Hackwater. And just as you thought the Eagles were knocking on the door to try and get back into this ball game, the junior quarterback makes a fatal mistake and gives it away in the end zone.
Just as quickly as Hubbard looked like they were turning a new leaf offensively, Hackwelder just throws up a 50-50 ball and looked like, was it Joe Smith?
Joe Smith.
Joe Smith came down with it.
Second interception by Hackwelder. .154 left in the third quarter. React's going to bring the troops out once more. Niles with the chance to have a long sustained drive.
It's like Struthers. They got him to jump now against 2.
Might be a false start, actually.
Like
I think I saw some movement.
Against the Wildcats. Yes, they're pointing against Struthers.
It's going to be caught, Nate, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Take it to the house, Quinn.
That's Carter Rapsick on the reception from 35 yards out, and that's going to be a Newton Falls touchdown.
Tiger touchdown. Great look there on the crossing route. He's able to pull it down and dodge a defender, and there was just nobody left after that. You having fun, Quinn?
Believe
He's
actually,
not
Nate,
sure.
that was Jesse Chitwood on the reception.
Kick is up. Kick is good. 21-21, folks. So we're going to take a quick break here from Red Devil Amphitheater. We'll be back after a word from our sponsors, Quinn.
There are 4 members of GoldenStringRadio.org that works for your sports network. Super Dave, Kristen, Scotty, and myself. And if you love our
40 seconds left to go in the quarter. Likely the last play of the third. 1st and 10, Austin Town. Vaughn out of the shotgun. 3 receivers set. Takes the snap. He's looking to pass. Chased out. Rolls to his left. Vaughn airing it out downfield over the head. Looking to make the catch. No good. And it is 2nd down and 10. 20 seconds showing on the clock.
Here comes the crowd again on the Christmas-themed night for the Indians. Going for a pass here. Number 9 getting around, avoids one tackle, still up, And he gets taken down by a lot there. And how about the false start to hurt them? Girard able to have enough space to get them down, and they turn it over on downs. Indians ball.
They would have had that first if they didn't jump. That is crucial. I mean, these penalties can kill you if you're not careful.
Oh, wow. The suspense there. Got a minute and 38 seconds to go. Now we'll see if the Indians can convert here with the ball in their possession. Again, that's been a little bit of trouble already in this second half for them. They haven't been able to get too many first downs, I should say. So
no score so far
in this
for them.
We had for them exactly. We've had one early on.
Yep, no. Girard's still a
little under
0.
3 minutes to go in. Tossed over here to number 9. Looks like Sims again, and he'll run that one over.
Here in the third, we go to our final 12 minutes of action in this one. 7-7 all. There's no sheriff in town. We're looking for one here at Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium in Austintown.
Success out of that Deuces set, as you mentioned. They were able to get the corner there. Ridge really had great penetration in the backfield. Stanky made a great cut to get him down to the 1. All for naught. 1st and 19. We got 4 downs to get to the end zone with about 20 yards to go.
So it looks like
Standard
we have
spread
Stanky
formation.
in motion, and it looks like Mitchell calls, and then he will hand it off to number 24. Keegan White, and then he'll have a short game. He'll be brought down at about the 17.
They came out with a little bit more balance spread there. H back to the left. They were able to hand the ball to the right, trying to get some yardage back after the penalty. They were only able to get 3. I think this is must-go territory here for the Blue Jays. I think if they get reasonable yardage, stay ahead of the chains here, I think they'll go for it on a 4th down. We'll see what happens.
So from the 16-yard line, we have 1 receiver off to the left, and we have 3 off to the right. And then Mitchell looks like, and it's fumbled by Stanky, but he picks it up. Excuse me, it's from number 24. Excuse me, number 24, Keegan White. And then we have a flag down on the play.
We got trips to the right there, single receiver to the left. They were able to run a counter there. Ball did hit the carpet.
And it looks like we have an injury, so we'll take a timeout here.
Ryan Smith, man, got off that line pretty quick.
Ryan Smith, the ball carrier, pounds inside the 20 to the Howland 15. First play of the 4th quarter. Torres, a ball carrier. He'll weave his way down to the 11-yard line.
Yeah, nice little jump cut back to the left side.
If you're watching tonight from wherever you're at, give us a text at 330-299-8527. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us where you're watching the game from. Torres, the ball carrier, and he'll get all the way into the end zone. 11-yard touchdown run by Willie Torres.
That's a Torres run if I've ever seen one. That kid, all heart right there.
Really break this game wide open.
Wow, is that something? Shout out to the Torres family.
Once again, Crestview moves on the football on the ground. First and 10, Crestview at the 35. English keeps it himself that time. He's tripped up and taken down after about a 3-yard gain. Call it 4. Dwayne Moody with the tackle on the quarterback. 4-yard gain on the play for English. 2nd and 6 coming up. We approach the 9-minute mark here in the 4th quarter. Split backs with English in the backfield. High snap. English falls on it. And a big loss coming up for Crestview. About a 10-yard loss on that play for the Rebels.
Steve.
Right, thank you, Tom. And here's the snap and the kick. And it's good. And Jackson Milton takes the lead with a 14-13 here at Mineral Ridge High School. We'll be back right after this.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens. On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update. Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platform.
He's going to go. Touchdown, Leopards. "61 yards on the interception return." And that's Tayon Sly with the pick six.
It's all right for them. And hopefully everybody who's gone down in this game, whether it be for a long time or not, is all right. They're going to throw this ball. It's going to be complete. And taken down there is Steven Sims. But another first down. This time should be first and goal for Girard. Past the 10. It looks like they are at the 8-yard line. They need 8 to go here to get the touchdown and put themselves up back by 2. Pardon me, up by 1. Potentially up by 8 points.
They get them to 7, then to 8.
If the extra is good, and Morris has been great. Got to find the end zone first. Going to flip that one over to Sims. He gets taken down, gets down around the 5. Oh, that'll make it second down.
Second down goal on
Maybe
the 5.
6 to go here, actually short of the
6.
5. No, wait, the ball is on the 5, so Chain moves over. So yes, second down, 5 yards to go here for the Indians. Pardon me, we're in the fourth quarter here. Got a little too excited here, forgot to even click that. No.
At fourth quarter,
Perfect.
9 minutes, 27 seconds left. Girard looking to strike first for the first time this half. Or just strike for the first time this half.
This is what happens when there's only 2 people doing the entirety of this stream, so. Now it's going to be McConaughey to try and pass for the end zone, and it's in, good! Pulls it down, touchdown, Girard. Keeping an eye on him, make sure I get the number right.
Ian Erb will take this, and it looks like it will actually be a
brought down in the backfield by number
Trips to the
15,
right,
Aiden
single
Stanky.
receiver to the left. Running some action to the left. Their QB keeps it. Was unable to break the shoestring
and we have
tackle.
another injury on the play for, so we'll take a break and come back right after this.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres?
Going the extra mile at Greenwood Chevrolet means we want to take care of the community that takes care of us too.
And we have to work together always. And that's how you stay in business for 40 years.
You know, I love being a helper because when I help somebody, it makes me feel good.
means a lot that I can make a difference in others' lives.
So I will do everything I can and just being there for them every step of the way.
I want them to know within the first 5 minutes that they could depend on me. That's what going the extra mile means, only at Greenwood Chevrolet.
What can you do on over 5,000 acres? At Mill Creek Metro Parks, you can discover unique habitats and wildlife. Create memorable family moments.
Passing game again, looking to go with that. Breaking out of the pocket, has a lane down the left side, and far sideline running down it all the way to a first down. Joshua Papish picks it up with his legs. Fresh set of downs, inch it further into Falcon territory, just shy of the 30. At that 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for St. Ignatius. First down play coming up. Twins to the right side. The snap, the handoff, back on the ground. Washington gets the gain of about 3 on the carry. 2nd down. Second and 8. 6 and ticking. St. Ignatius with the ball, looking for the lead. We're knotted up at 7 apiece. Papish looking to pass, airing it out towards the end zone, hauling it in. What a grab!
For Jackson Milton, that could have been dangerous for the the Mineral Ridge offense.
Coming out with trips to that side, a lot of action going on there, a lot of different routes trying to get to the receiver in the seam. DB by Jackson Milton not able to get under the ball there to have a big pick 6 there.
And the offense will be deuces, and Ian Erb will take the snap, and then it'll be a ball was intended for number 9 Brady Balestrino, and it'll be an incomplete pass for a 3rd down.
Trying to hit that outside edge on the pass there.
Excuse me, that'll be a 4th down.
With the single coverage. The Blue Jays with a big hold here, go get the ball back with a chance to get some separation, although Mineral Ridge looks like, here we go, we might have a pooch kick, might go for it here.
Yeah, well, you never know with this offense, Tom, what they'll do on, and it looks like it'll be kept by number 4, and it looks like he'll be stopped at about the 40, and it will be a turnover on downs. 1st down, Jackson Milton.
Steve, I feel like his intention there was to kick the ball. High snap, he wasn't able to get a hold of it. That through the timing of the playoff, he had a little bit more time than he thought.
Right.
He could have probably kicked it, but a little bit of a panic there by the young fella.
I think a bad snap was a contributing factor too. Like he could have gotten away with it, but in the heat of the moment, he just decided to run with it, and it just didn't work out this time around. So Jackson Milton will take over in Mineral Ridge territory at the 40-yard line for the 1st down.
Did I pronounce that right? You'd think I'd know by now, but I really don't. Was I close?
Calls 2 men in motion. Gets the snap directly left, calls his own number, and he's short of the goal line. Now it's going to end the 3rd quarter, and we're going to go back.
And under center now. Papish to start, takes the snap, goes to the ground game. Washington puts it through the end zone for a touchdown at 4:27 to go.
3rd quarter. We will come back right after this with Jackson Milton 14, Mineral Ridge.
The environment in the hospital can be very...
putting the extra point through and making it a 14-7 game. St. Ignatius takes a lead, 4:27 reads on the game clock. We're going to take a break and be back after this.
Hi, this is Zell Bush.
Hi, this is Tom Clint. Hi, this is Steve Rossetto.
Hi, this is Ryan Miller. Hi, this is Rich Sakui from WRS Wealth Advisors. With our combined 80 years of experience, WRS Wealth Advisors are the area's premier wealth and retirement specialists. Call 330-965-0370 to learn more about our individual and corporate financial planning services.
Or visit WRSwealth.com.
Go Raiders.
Go Dogs.
Go Cats. Go Dogs. Go Tigers.
7-0 was the only team to score, but really, for the majority of the third quarter, Lakeview was in total control.
Gillis calls for the snap, calls his own number right, and the Bulldogs are going to score here. Make it 20, 28.
Onside kick, perhaps?
I mean, here's the deal, right? If you go for 2, you tie the game.
Potentially.
Well,
There's a good chance that
26-28.
Well, if you don't make
if
it,
you go for 2, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
you
my
didn't let
bad.
me finish.
My bad.
If you go for 2 and you make it,
The big guys up front for the Ridge, they're really doing a good job getting a push, got in the backfield. They won that round here. Round 3 in this set of downs. 3rd and 9 from the 39, going back to that bunch formation to the right. Single receiver to the left. Back set to the left.
And he'll hand it off to Aiden Stanky. Stanky will keep the ball, and it looks like Stanky will get the first down. He'll be run out of bounds inside the 30 at about the 28 for the first down.
As somebody that's seen football in the Valley here for a long time, that little misdirection, no matter what formation you're
14. Starting this fourth quarter. Let's see if the Bulldogs can start it out here with a bang.
Well, it's funny because, South Range technically won the quarter 7-0, was the only team to score, but really, for the majority of the third quarter, Lakeview was in total control.
Gillis calls for the snap, calls his own number right, and the Bulldogs are going to score here. Make it 28-20 Raiders. Got a good game here. Lakeview's fired up, pending the extra point. 11:57 left.
Plenty of time on the clock for Lakeview to get a stop.
To go for 2 now without their quarterback.
That's even more,
that's going to
more of
be
a difficult task
Do
here.
they even have a backup listed on the roster?
Howard is on there as a quarterback. We'll see if anybody else might be listed as well. No, it would be Howard as their backup QB. So we can see here, Najir Howard, he is a senior this year. Dukes is a junior, so obviously he did more to impress. And obviously he's been impressing here tonight, but we'll see here what Howard can do.
Well, I mean, that's one way to have to make your...
Howard takes the snap. He's going to give it to Rapsick, and he's going to get taken down at about the 14-yard line.
Can stop Girard, get the ball back, take a lead. But still, I mean, you definitely...
There in that balance formation out of deuces and knocking on the door on the 11-yard line here.
Their own territory, pretty big, especially with the clock running down here. And like you said, both of these teams prefer to run the ball. Both capable. We've seen them make some plays in the passing game as well, but I think both would have been happy to have the ball and try to have a long drive handing it off. Instead, we'll see what the Tiger offense or the Camel defense can do here in the red zone.
Be a short gain of about 1. Interesting situation, Nate. If you're Newton Falls, you have a kicker that can make some kicks from decent distance based on the warm-ups. Are you looking to maybe take a field goal here?
Might depend on what they're able to pick up here. I think if they get close, and within 2 or 3, this close, I think you gotta.
Howard's looking for
pump fake,
all of it.
But then he pulls it down.
Little
shovel pass.
Flag came in though, Nate. As that's going to be number 4, Nolan Kane.
Might be an illegal man downfield on that.
The fumbled punt attempt at the beginning of the third quarter. I mean, Lakeview has won the special teams as far as the returns, the coverages. The kickers, the young freshman kid, he struggled on.
Aiden Stanky back to take the snap, and it looks like we have Caden Mitchell in motion where Stanky will flip off to Mitchell. And Mitchell cuts inside, and he'll be brought down at about the 6-yard line for a gain of 5. But
Boy, I think, is that Michael Chadbourne on his sidecar and Eward in the backfield. And I think the Raiders are going to give the Bulldogs a heavy dose of running. But the Bulldogs sniff that one right out, and they stop them in the backfield.
That be a defensive holding? I'm not sure really what else you can call that situation.
First and goal here from about the 3.
Ferris takes the handoff. He's going to get about a yard, maybe 2. Tackle made by number.
Once again, Aiden Stanky in the backfield, and then they'll flip it off to Stanky, and then he'll keep it himself, and he gets it inside the 5. He'll be brought down at about the 2 or 3 yard line, and it'll be a 3rd down.
Off, no, quarterback still with it. Howard into the end zone, and he's
in.
good. 2 points in, and we're all tied up at 28 apiece. Now, and then looks like Dukes was able to be carried off there. Don't want to be.
They very well could, and they could get a touchdown on the other hand, Tom. So this play will definitely be a deciding factor one way or another.
Lisbon won, 37-7.
I don't think they're going to kick
I know,
it
I'm
on
just
third.
saying they centered
if they go
football.
straight here?
Yeah, centered the football.
All right, I'll give it to you.
And Lisbon won, 37-7, so it's a good day. Give is
another handoff up the middle.
Touchdown.
He's going to dive it.
And it looks like a timeout is called by
probably roughing the passer.
Roughing the passer. Roughing. Yes, roughing the passer. He signaled intentional grounding for a second there. So 1st down Raiders on a huge play.
He's not really sorry.
He's
Don't
a little
let him
distracted. Kick is up. Kick is good. 28-21. Tigers lead with
mental. I mean, this second half has been sloppy.
Well, it's not really. I mean, I don't know. I would say it's a mental mistake. Is being aggressive. That's what's got you here. Lakeview being aggressive. It's a touchy thing. It was a close call. I mean,
in today's day of football, it's like it's very touchy subject, and you and I, we don't like the. I mean, we typically don't like that kind of call, but it's what has football come to. And Toy with an RPO in a tight window somehow touched Brady Crumbacher's hands, missed it, but there was 3 Bulldog defenders there ready to take that one.
Yeah, they saw that coming a mile away.
We'll run it in for a touchdown and 6 more points on the board.
Really loaded the line to the right. Mitchell was able to get the corner to the left on a boot. Nobody was there on the edge to set the edge.
Little happy flags, let's call it. But teams got to control what they can control and trust the process.
Toy handoff to Dominguez. Dominguez gets about 5 yards. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 5 here for the Raiders.
And that's what South Range needs to see more of, is grind.
Hanging in the balance. Falcons need 5 to the end zone. They got 4 tries to do it. And before their 1st down play is called and released, it is a timeout by the Wildcats, their 2nd of the half, leaving them with 1. Fitch still with the full timeouts. 33 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. Falcons 1st and goal, trailing by 7. Ty Bartel, YSNLive.com. We'll be back to wrap this one up after.
You're going to get a little more. Brought down all the way to the 35.
And the snap will come back here. No, not quite yet. McConaughey, well, don't let them fool you here. They like to take their time. Coach likes to give them one last final bit of instruction, whatever the people next to us in the room are. Hands it off to Kurd. Ahmad Kurd will get taken down. He gains on that one. I want to say 1, 2, 3, about maybe 4 yards on that.
Yeah, he's a tough kid.
I mean, from expecting a run here from the running back regardless.
I would, yeah.
And Dominguez gets a few yards. Going to be 2nd and 8, 2nd and 7.
Back here from Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium in Austintown, Ohio. Big shout out to the young men of both the Austintown Fitch Falcons and the St. Ignatius Wildcats for giving us an entertaining game here for Friday Night Lights. Falcons, 1st and goal at the 5, looking to get a touchdown to try to tie it. Vaughn, the snap, the handoff goes to Richard, looking for the edge. He can't get it. He's pushed back, and a loss of a yard or.
Minutes past the time we probably should have ended by if we had stayed on schedule.
In the 4th. Toy and Dominguez in the backfield. Dominguez moves sidecar left. Handoff, and that's stopped for maybe 2 yards. So it's going to bring up another 3rd and 6. 3rd and 6, and huge play here.
Which is manageable. You got a running
Point conversion by the Rams. They'll have a chance to tie now with 8:03 left in the game.
And we have
got a barn burner in the end back here.
quite a bit, yeah. And then here we have Sam Kahn doing the kicking duties for Mineral Ridge, and he will boot it once again, and then this ball will roll, and it'll be fielded by number 17, Owen Silak, and he'll take the ball out to about the 30-yard line where Mineral Ridge.
DJ Parker is. It's not the bigger question is if they get the touchdown, what's the call? You go for the extra point or you go for the 2? "23 seconds, Falcons needing the end zone. From the shotgun, the snap, back to the ground game, into the pile, pushing forward, very close. It's the 2, maybe 1.5
point away from tying.
And it looks like we'll have 3 receivers off to the left, 1 off to the right at the top of your screen, and Ian Erb will do the quarterback duties. He'll hand it off to Jacob Russell, or Russell will hustle down the field, and he'll be taken out of bounds inside the 45-yard line, but it will be good enough for a 1st down.
Sims, a little bit of a toss-over. Flag comes out. Sims gets taken down. Looked like they might have grabbed him by the face.
Yeah,
might be a face mask here against Struthers. That's at least what I saw. No,
face
holding, it looks like. No. It's going against the Indians.
It was a face mask symbol pointing
for the
towards Indians.
Now, I saw Struthers as well. Now, you would think maybe offsetting, but maybe they didn't see that face mask.
Doing the same thing once again. And good enough for a 1st down by Russell, and then he'll bring out, and he'll be taken down in Jackson Milton territory at about inside the 30.
They like that set because they're setting up the trips.
You passing or running here, Randy?
I'm probably going to do a RPO.
It's a pass, little quick throw out to Dominguez, and the Bulldogs sniff it out.
Both sides getting loud. Vaughn. The snap, fakes the handoff, looks to go airborne with it, stepping his way through. He dived forward. No signal, it's 4th.
We will pause and be back right after this.
The ground, but he definitely caught it. It's just whether or not it hit the ground first.
Rafferty catches that one. Not quite back to the original line, but man, is that big.
Great catch.
2nd and 11 here.
Entertaining Friday nights we can ask for here from Greenwood Chevrolet Stadium. And it's going to come down to a play from it looks like that.
Big sack there. That's long. I believe that's the first time that the defense has gotten to Tufakane back there tonight. I mean, the O-line's been doing an amazing job, but that quite possibly might have been the worst time you could give up your 1st sack of the night. Now they're at 3rd and long, 3rd and almost, 3rd and 18, I think. Yeah, 3rd and 18.
Yep, looking at it, looking at Coach.
I mean, you're definitely in
Sims
4-down territory.
Looks like
here.
Sims will be part of this based off of reaction, and now timeout called.
Yep.
And you know what? You kind of have to here. 3rd and 18.
This is important.
Looking to try to knot it up. 8 seconds to go in this one. Fitch on the cusp of a touchdown. Looking for one more stop, though, St. Ignatius. It comes down to this. Everybody up on their feet. Vaughn under center, and he's going to break out. Timeout being called. It's the Falcons' final one. coming at 8 seconds. So all that's left.
Right. Sets up the pass, pump fakes, and heaves one out of bounds as he felt the pressure. Think of Luke Gehring coming. And he just wanted to get that ball out of there.
That's not a bad idea. We saw South Range do that early in the game, come out, show pass on first down. Try to, again, like we talked about all night, get those safeties out of the box. And then now you got 3 downs to get 10 yards.
Basically, you can call it the Jacob Russell show.
Oh, it's definitely the Russell show. They're getting something they like with trips to the left, one receiver high to the right. Single coverage to the right side. We'll see what happens here.
Then Ian Erb will take it for himself. He'll flip it off to Russell, and then they'll go after Russell, and looks like he'll be brought down inside the 10 at about the 7-yard line.
The battle of the minds, the battle of strategies, the physical chess game that is this sport, and it comes down to this play. The snap, the handoff, the delay, diving forward into the end zone, touchdown Fitch. DeAndre Richard. They dialed his number, and he answered in a hurry.
Down by number 34, Aiden Dominguez.
Yeah, he's a big kid. He runs hard, number 40. He's coming off the field now.
Out for Fitch, looking to try to split the uprights and send us into OT for some extra football. Ruggles back. And the flag is thrown. Encroachment on St. Ignatius. So Falcons, if they want to go for 2, it would be half the distance to the goal and placed out. The decision now goes to Austintown if they want to elect to do that. No, it looks like they're keeping.
Maybe there's a little discussion here because I feel like maybe the Blue Jays set
This
them
extra
off.
point try. These two teams have given us everything we can ask for, and we might be in store for a bit more unless St. Ignatius can pull off a special teams play. Anthony Ruggles back for the extra point try. And the flag is out, and I believe it's going to go against the Falcons. False start, so that'll back them up 5. A little bit tougher extra point try. And if you're a Falcon faithful, you hope that doesn't throw off the mojo of it.
It's going to be a 1st and 8. They need a touchdown and the conversion to tie. 6:20 to go. We'll see how much the penalty hurts here.
And then
Goes lines it up, looking to knot it up. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is through the uprights to a roaring ovation from the Austin.
Protect the quarterback with an option there. Ended up being a sweep for no gain. The Blue Jays able to set the corner edge there before he got to the pylon. 2nd and 8.
So it'll be 2nd and 8. Erb will hand it off to Jacob Russell, and then he bulldozes, and he'll be inside the 5 at about the 2. So looks like it'll be a 3rd down here.
He's got to do that chunky soup, feed me more commercial. Just give that big fella the ball here. He's not going to be denied on the goal line.
No.
I don't think. We'll see what happens.
Probably not, but like with this Jackson Milton defense, you never know. And then it looks like Ian Erb will keep it, and it looks like he's brought down. Will it be good enough for a touchdown?
A little short.
Just short.
QB dive there. Here we go. We're 4th and inches inside the 1 here at Mineral Ridge.
And it will be a 4th and goal. So we'll see. And then it looks like Ian Erb will keep it, and touchdown, Ian Erb. It'll
for the score for the Rams.
And Mineral Ridge scores here in the 4th quarter. It is now a 20-19 game.
Great decision there by the Ridge coach.
Speedy receiver running down the sideline.
I believe that's the old trick, Nate. You dropped your pocket. 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball in the 11. 3 minutes to play and counting.
They'll hustle up to the line here. Trips on the near side.
Big kick pending here.
And we have Landon Powell to do the kicking duties. He missed earlier tonight, so we'll see if And the kick is good, and we have a tie game here in the fourth quarter.
Steve, I got to point out before we go to the break.
A gaggle.
Somebody send one over out of our 3 or 4 listener fans. Shoot us a friendly email or text or.
No, don't text me.
Snap, hands it off to Hoth. And he's tackled.
Set of words for group. Synonym,
I'm
if
sure
you will.
I'm sure they can give me a favorite set of words.
There's
It's
the
going to be
handoff.
Ferris up the middle, going absolutely nowhere. Kozarinsky leading the charge there.
Might be a first down. Chains not moving. Yes, they are. First and goal here for the Wildcats. And it
Down
seems
to
almost
this.
all but certain here. But there's still going to be time on that clock for the Indians, especially if they let them go. And here I say,
It's back, and the Raiders send a blitz. And it's going to get there. It's going to be a fumble. Or they're going to call it incomplete or a sack. He was down. We're getting. It's a sack.
Going to get
Gonna
pushed
be
down
stopped
about.
short of the line to gain, but it is a solid pickup on the play.
So that'll bring up 4th and about 1.5, 2. Clock.
Quarterback running, so it's not out of the question.
Second down. They could just literally 3 times in a row.
You got to think so. I mean,
knowing that you've been stuffed a couple times here.
Looks like maybe they're.
Offense stays on the field as of right now. Clock is running.
Clock is
Stopped.
not running.
Not running. Stopped. Other word.
1:26 left on the stopped clock. Offense will line up.
4th and 3, minute 26. Ball on the 4. Ferris next to Howard. Trips near side. And we're going to have a timeout for the Tigers.
Fielding the ball about the 8-yard line, hits the corner, has some room, little cut back, gets him back to the 40. I believe if he breaks that tackle, you got 6 points there.
Yep. So it'll be first and 10 for Mineral Ridge. Or excuse me, for Jackson Milton on their own 41. And we have Caden Mitchell back to take the snap, and we have once again deuces. So we'll see how this works out. Wildcats.
Wow.
What? Around to his left.
Oh,
It goes to
good
the 40,
block.
to the 30, the 50, and we have a flag on the play.
That's coming back, Steve. I thought we had a good.
Steps back. Heaves one down to our sideline. And it
Wow,
right
what a
through,
defensive play.
right through Harper's hands. It's going to be a turnover on down, and I think with
Crumbacher made a phenomenal play on that.
with one timeout left, I think it may have been most likely been the nail in the coffin.
Minute 26, 4th and 3 from the 4. Tigers on offense. Direct snap to Ferris, and he's going to rumble in, I believe, Nate.
He does. Tiger touchdown, Quinn, with 1:20.
I've learned that. Yep, I think a few runs or a few kneel downs is gonna end this one.
You got to secure the football.
Yep.
Obviously, Lakeview's looking to strip that ball.
Toy in the backfield. Sends Ewert in motion. Toy run up the middle, and he just gives himself up. And Lakeview's calls their last time out.
I thought he got his hands.
It looked like he got his hands on it, but he must have dropped it. It'll be a second down.
You know, still they have been quiet in the second half. It's the second half, just it's deadly for Girard. They got to overcome that somehow.
No, I mean, even against Jefferson, I believe you just said that right.
Yeah.
It just was not.
They had a great first half. Jefferson.
I mean, even look at West Branch too. They still were playing close, but that fourth quarter.
Not if the Red Devils have anything to say about it. Didn't take them long on the last one, Quinn.
No, it did not. They had a good underneath route there from Masaros to go 50 yards. And you always have to worry about David Moore on the outside, Nate.
Seen the Tigers really focusing in on Moore. He's been double covered a lot. You wonder if Camel looks elsewhere and tries to find some single coverage in a matchup that they like. What are you looking for on this kickoff? At
least a couple of, maybe not a full-on Hail Mary, but you're going to see it just, they're going to try and
You're
get
going
some
to see
long
some
passes.
of the best throwing or maybe some of the worst throwing from McConaughey in his career already.
Yep.
And they're hoping for the best. They're going to have to go down far.
got-
Look at how spread out Struthers is as well. They're
Oh, yeah.
ready for this.
They
know
know.
they're going
They
to
know
throw
what's
it.
happening. They
They
know
know
it.
exactly what they're going to get into here. It's not going to be easy, but we'll see what McConaughey's arm has. He's ready to throw. He's going to go somewhat short here to Rafferty.
Got to get out of bounds.
He's
They
good,
have to.
and out of bounds he goes, short of the 40. 14 seconds still to go. People already heading out of the doors. Some cars already leaving as they expect this game to be over. It's not over till it's over,
No,
though.
it's not. I wouldn't leave. Obviously,
Not
it's
yet.
not looking the best for the Indians. They have 14 seconds left to
But
get
miracles
60,
can happen.
63 yards down the field, but
miracles can happen.
They can.
They got to believe.
They've moved
This
quick
team
before.
believes.
They've gotten big yards plays in this game multiple times.
Who's the Packers wide receiver?
McConaughey back here, ready, looking for a throw. Nobody to go to. Now he
I think that's gonna
finds
be good for
Steve.
first down, and that's the end of the. That'll be the end. South Range doesn't need to run another play.
They'll have to snap the ball to get the clock running again.
What was the first down, wasn't it?
Yeah, so the clock stopped.
Oh, it's running.
Oh, they're kicking.
Yep. That'll be the end of the game. South Range wins 28-21. Let's talk a little bit. Lakeview. I mean, we were just saying, like,
I'm right on the ball, Steve. I think we got a first down.
I
here
think
at
we
the
do, Tom.
48.
And it looks like it will be a first down for Jackson Milton.
Interesting to see what the Blue Jays were going to do there, but they had the advantage. They could have called a timeout. They could have set up for a pooch kick. They drew the Mineral Ridge defense offsides there. That sets up the play for 4th and inches. We got a barn burner in the NVAC. Bunch formation to the right, single receiver to the left, running back to the left. Here we go.
Okay, and here is the snap, and then handed off to Aiden Stanky. And it looks like it'll be a loss on the play back in Jackson Milton territory. He'll be brought down at the 49-yard for a loss on the play.
Once again, Milton going with that bunch formation. They set up a sweep to the right out of one of the receivers. They were able to maintain the edge on the left side. When Milton scored that last touchdown, they had some success with that play to set them up down on the goal line last time. Not so fast, my friend.
No.
Lee Corso.
So it'll
3rd and 8, minute and 15 left on the clock.
Coolius trips to the far side. Coolius takes the snap, rolls
He's
far
gonna roll
side.
that way.
Heaves it, and it's going to be picked off, Nate. That's going to be an interception by, I believe, number 18, Nick Moss.
It will be a first down for Jackson Milton.
I was going to point out here, Steve, that I feel that the Blue Jays are happy controlling the ball, controlling the clock here. They don't want Mineral Ridge to touch it anymore. They're at the advantage because they have the ball here now. Really good play action, rollout pass. We had a little tip. A lot of things could have happened there. Maybe an interception. Receiver makes a nice play coming back to the ball. Really good run after the catch to set him up on the 38-yard line.
And we have Aiden Stanky back to take the snap, and Keegan White in the backfield. It looks like they'll flip it off to White, and then White will take it himself with a keep, and then he bulldozes his way inside the 25, down at about the 21 for the first down.
Down and 3, Fitch likely to go for it on 4th. You'd have no reason not to. Vaughn out of the shotgun. Flags coming out, and looks like false start maybe. Let's see. Yep, it is on the Falcons, so that'll back them up 5 and make the task a lot more difficult now for Fitch. Now to the 8. More field in front of the Falcons as they look for a score on this third down try. You don't need it all on this play. You'd still have fourth to try to attempt something. Falcons trying to put the initial score on the board and put the pressure back on St. Ignatius. And the whistles blow.
Tie game, 37 seconds to go. The Blue Jays are going to control the ball and the clock here with a chance to win the game.
Yep. So they'll take the ball at about the 19-yard line here, Tom.
I believe that each team has 2 timeouts here, Steve.
That's right.
So a lot of things can happen with 37 seconds here, folks. Bunch formation to the right.
Lead 41-28 with 52 seconds left. I got you covered, buddy.
That was a really bad time to sneeze.
I thought he fell out the window for a second. There was some commotion.
There to try and draw the defense to that side. They ran the ball to the right side. Great job by the Middle Ridge defense holding the corner and not able to get him to the outside here. We have a timeout on the field.
Falcons in a 3rd and goal. They need 8 for the end zone. The snap looking to pass. Vaughn breaks out towards his left, looking for the edge, putting it forward. Did he get it through? Waiting for a sign. It's in for the end zone. The touchdown to Sean Vaughn. The extra effort. He reaches it, pass, and breaks the plane. A 20-14 Falcon lead. What effort by the quarterback, Deshaun Vaughn. Didn't have a ton of running room, had to beat him to the corner. He does with the extension at the end of it. 6-point lead for Fitch, but this extra point try almost just as important. Snap is down, the kick is up. It is punched through the up.
About the 13-yard line.
Once again, that receiver coming out. Once again, running that action to the left. They were able to get him the ball. He made a great cut there to avoid a linebacker, and I believe that he got the first down.
I think you're right, Tom. I think he did.
I don't know what we're going on here with the officials, but we got to stop in action with about 10 seconds to go, folks. This one's been so good, I wish we had 10 minutes left. What is the call on the field? Why do we have a delay here? I didn't see a flag.
No, I didn't see one either.
Oh, very good. Yes, we have a measurement.
Ah, yes. So we're making
to walk out of here victorious. Falcons haven't been strangers to marathons. Who remembers that Falcons and Wadsworth Grizzly game from last year? First play running, and it goes for a yard. 2nd down now for the St. Ignatius Wildcats. Second, 10 to go. The run goes to the outside. Washington has the edge and is tackled near the 15, it looks like. Let's see where they mark this football. That's where he went, ran out of bounds. Looks like they gave him about 2. Let's see. Yeah, they put him right there on the 19, so only a yard, so a little further back than I originally thought. 3rd down and 9 now for St. Ignatius. These two teams have only met 3 times previous. Fitch 1 and 2 all time against the Wildcats. Papish on 3rd and 9, the snap, looks to throw. Defense comes in, and it's a grab over the center of the field. First down grab for the Wildcats. And I believe it was Sims who came down with it. It was.
They'll go for a field goal with number 11, Sam Kahn, on the kick. He's usually pretty accurate at about the.
Oh, they're going to ice him.
Oh.
They're going to ice him. They can maybe do that one more time. Interesting enough, folks, this is not a straight-on attempt. The receiver was knocked down outside the right hash, so the kick is going to be from the right hash, and it's
the snap, the handoff, Washington, an open lane to the end zone, touchdown. And now the decision in the hands of the Wildcats. Do you play for the tie and another overtime, or do you play for the win? And they will keep the offense out there. This is what you live for on Friday nights. The game hangs in the balance, and it comes down to this 2-point try. Ignatius looking for their 2nd win on the season. Fitch looking for their 3rd. Fitch all-time against the Wildcats, 1-2 in 3 previous meetings. A great ball game. 21-20, Fitch in front, but it all comes down to this. Spread out wide, but before a timeout to be called, and I think it was the Wildcats. We'll get the motion on this. It was. So St. Ignatius
here tonight. Ball's going to be kicked by the kicker from about
Sam Kahn.
From the 15. Kahn's going to have to kick a 25-yarder here to win it, I think.
Yep.
20,
and he has been pretty accurate this
yardage.
season. So
from the right hash, this might be hard. It's an awkward angle with the hashes here in high school. This is a big-time kick for a high
definitely,
school kicker.
Especially like in a moment like this with only 1 second on the clock.
I thought if they have any fakes in their back pocket, but the extra point try to tie it up at 21 apiece, and it is punched through and good. We're knotted back up at 21 even.
And here comes Sam Kahn. They have a little chat with the coach.
The referees
I wonder
are
if
talking
Jackson
about
Milton will
something.
decide to still just take a field goal here and go for the win with 3.
I think that they have definitely decided
Right,
to put it in the
looks like they're
kicker's
going
hands.
to kick the field goal.
Or should I should I say his toe instead of his hands? We need a good hold here by the Blue Jays, a good snap. A lot of things got to go right.
Right.
This isn't as easy as you see on TV, folks. A lot of time and effort going into this in practice. There was an issue with the spot,
And
folks.
they'll move it into the ball to about the 3-yard line, and it will be about a.
That seems a little bit more accurate about where I thought he was down when he was tackled.
Right.
So it's going to be about what an extra point would be, but from the right hash. Awkward angle to kick here.
And then here's the snap. Here's Kahn's kick, and it is good. And Sam Kahn wins the game for Jackson Milton here at Week 4 Mineral Ridge High School by the final of 23-20.
I'm happy that the referees got the spot right on the play because I.
So Fitch winning the toss and electing to defer. So St. Ignatius to take the first possession of the second overtime. So really role reversal from what we saw in that first overtime, except Ignatius has to try to put the pressure on the Falcons. Fitch then would have the task in front of them and know exactly what they need to do if they need a touchdown for a tie or a win. Grant Washington came through with the touchdown. Grant Washington's been active in tonight's contest, getting a rushing touchdown in that first overtime to knot it up 21 apiece. Ignatius with possession to start this second overtime. Papish gives the handoff to Washington, who delivered last time. Washington tackled after a gain of 2 to 3 on the first down carry. Bring up 2nd and 8 now for St. Ignatius. Joshua Papish returning to the huddle, making some substitutions. That was Sims coming out of the game, the receiver for Ignatius. He's come through with a couple big plays and catches down the stretch later in the portion of this game. Little confusion on the Ignatius side as Franzinger screaming at the Wildcats to get into the formation they've discussed. 25 seconds and ticking, and now shifting everything again. Trying to catch the Falcons off balance from under center. Joshua Papish takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looking to go play action with the extra passers. Defense coming in, looking to take him out, and they do. Bring him down. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage. No, they tackle him for a loss. It's a sack as Papish behind the original line of scrimmage. 3rd down and about 12 or 13 needed now for the Wildcats. You're going to have 2 plays to get a first, though. No doubt they try for it on 4th. You have nothing to lose by doing so. Third down, big one. Wildcats looking to convert. A 3-receiver set. Papish with the snap, looking right, feeding left. Tackle immediately. It's out of the hands, and it's ruled incomplete.
All right, YSN's Audible Call. Oh, dude, we got a great one in Austintown. Fitch and St. Ignatius in their second overtime. That's the last game we got going on that's live. So we're going to finish out with that one, and then we will be on the Joe Dickey electric scoreboard right after that. Anthony Hartwig and myself will run down all the scores, recap the action. I'm pretty sure we'll be getting a call from Ty Bartell.
I think so if he's
good.
ever done.
Yeah, if he ever gets done. But we'll go from that. But anyhow, Week 4's been fantastic. We got all the scores coming up for you. Thanks for joining us on the Audible Call. We'll ride it out here with the Austintown Fitch St. Ignatius game. Take it away, Mr. Ty Bartell.
Well, St. Ignatius just missed the field goal, so Fitch is in position. Here we go.
That's a 40-yarder.
Second, and it's no good. So an empty possession for St. Ignatius, and the Falcons just need to put something on the scoreboard to walk out of here winners. What a contest this has been. Ignatius haven't been strangers to locking things up on defense. They really need the defensive side to come through big time on this one. Falcons sitting at the 20, needing points of any variety to walk out of here winners over St. Ignatius. Would be just the second time in Fitch's history they've ever done that. The snap, the handoff goes to Richard. Richard looking for the outside. He gets tanked about 3 yards into the rush. They always say you learn through experience. Well, the freshman getting plenty of lessons today, but he is gutting himself through it and toughing it out, taking tackles from the big boy players over on Ignatius' side. A lot of seniors and juniors. And you talk about freshmen getting hit by seniors and juniors, it feels a little bit different. But nonetheless, a first down run goes for about a yard. Injury timeout on the field. We're taking a break here on YSNLive.com.
Before the lights come on, before the workday begins, before a long day is ended, or it's time to have fun. It all starts with the people at Joe Dickey Electric. From replacing a light fixture in your home to building a substation for your business, no job is too big or too small. The people of Joe Dickey Electric power them all. Joe Dickey Electric, over 60 years of powering the Mahoning Valley.
Richard being helped off the field, assisted power. We obviously wish nothing but the best to Mr. DeAndre Richard. Hopefully see him back out on the field as soon as possible. Never want to see anyone go down with those type of injuries of any type, really, in the game. So, of course, our thoughts are with Mr. DeAndre Richard. Falcons, second down, 9 to go for a first. They need points to win the game. Vaughn cutting through the defensive line. He gets close to a first. He's going to be about 2 or 3 shy as he crossed out of bounds before the marker. Third down and 3 now for Fitch. Looking for a first. Important to note, though, the Falcons can elect to go for a field goal. Should they make it, it would still be good for a win. You want to evade turnovers of any type in this situation. Can't afford to have them if you're Fitch. The snap. Vaughn looks for an opening. He cuts through and he gets the first down. Nice run by Deshaun Vaughn, placing him just shy of the 5. And a first down and goal set up for Fitch. A little slow to get up one of the Wildcats, and there's another injury timeout on the field. The question becomes for both these coaches, should this go to an additional overtime? Does going for 2 start to become a lot more appealing for either side? You don't want to keep leaving your guys out here. We're seeing injury timeouts happening every time, but nothing too serious yet. But do you really want to keep rolling the dice? These kids have been playing a whale of a game. It's not just been 48 minutes plus. It's been 48 minutes of everything you got type football. That's what these athletes are all leaving it out there. Getting helped off the field. Well, not really. Rather just walking himself off the field. That's number 32 for the Wildcats, Tommy McManaman. Fitch, first and goal. They stand just at the 7-yard line. Touchdown or field goal wins it for Fitch. Snap, the fake on the handoff. Vaughn keeps it himself, takes the tackle inside the 10. It's second down. Second down and 8. And they're going to go for the field goal try, rather. Instead of take their chances offensively, they want the 3 to win it. Anthony Ruggles looks to be a hero in the contest tonight for Fitch. He's perfect, 3 for 3 in extra point tries. The snap is down, the kick is up, it's hooking, and it is through. Put it through the uprights. It's an Austintown Fitch Falcon winner on a walk-off field goal from Anthony Ruggles. A 24-21 win over St. Ignatius. Just the second time in Falcon history that they have come across victorious against the Wildcats. What a game this was tonight, though. These two teams, you want to talk about leaving everything out on the field, and just an entertaining high school football game through and through, 48 minutes plus, double overtime. Both these teams
YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats, and more, go to YSN.